Get time. Come up through the struggle, not too many get to tell. Got up and shook it off every time we ever fail. Why do we fall? So we can learn to pick ourselves back up. Transportation make you happy when your life a living hell. Sirens jump behind us praying we don't go to jail. Window skimp, 2 attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and missed, 2 to stand over. Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram, I might be at 1 million. Kiss on, you out your mind, I'm out mine, bet not flinch wrong. I'm on my grind, rock supplying like the Flintstones. Reputation on the line and the clips long. They 9 to 5 slang at 9, you get blitzed on. I walked out on the driver, Luca Price. Bitch, I'm paid for up.
Yo, welcome back to another edition of Conflicting Ignorance. I am your host. I go by MG, aka Michael Gross, or Gross 1911 on IG, however you want to look me up. And we are back because it's that time of year again. I repeat, it is that time of year again where these young thoroughbreds will be coming into the NBA. And we'll be doing a little NBA draft preview tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you guys my picks and my thoughts and how the draft will go. And tomorrow we'll see how right I am. But we all know the biggest prize of that draft goes by the name of Zion Williamson. So that's what we'll be talking about and breaking it down. If you want to join the conversation, all thing you got to do is add Michael Gross on Skype. Add Michael Gross on Skype, and we'll definitely get to your call. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to open up the phone lines here in a minute, and I'm going to put my Skype information in the chat. So if you want to call in, when I say the phone lines are open, that's when you can call in. But right now, I'm just going to add my information to the chat. So you guys can add me if you want to. And here we go, man. Here we go. Yeah, man. Eric, bro, I did the exact same thing that I just did. And I don't know why. I have no idea why the sound wasn't working. But we're here now. We back. I'm back. What's good, everybody? Well, shit, let's go and kick it off the bat. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and put this shit on my screen. What up, world? But yeah, man. That's what we're going to get to right here. Oh, man, here we go. Y'all see it? The cartoon, man. Shout out to the person that made this cartoon. I think that shit is real dope to me. That's why it's the screensaver for the show. But we already know who's going number one. I mean, need I say more? With the first pick in the 2019, I always wanted to say this, by the way. With the first pick in the 2019 NBA draft, the New Orleans Pelicans would select Zion Williamson out of Duke. Woo-wee. Man, to be honest with you, man, I really like the pick, you know what I'm saying? And I really do like Zion. I don't believe he's quite 6'8", but I do believe in this day and age of the NBA where we play positionless basketball and the athleticism that he has and his jumping ability, his defense ability, I do think he can play the 4 in this league. Maybe possibly even go out to the 3 later on in his career when he develops that jump shot. But yeah, man, I haven't seen anybody quite like Zion yet. 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", 280, chiseled, looked like he was made out of granite. I mean, the young man can jump out of the gym, plays defense, has a high motor on defense, something that you don't see from young players, has a very, very high motor on defense, and I love it. I love the fact that he takes his defense so seriously when he's out there on the court. Also, man, he's a better jump shooter than people give him credit for. I think his range, his set shot is definitely a good shot. And people got to realize, man, when you're a threat like that of attacking the rim, people are going to give you that set shot. People are going to back up off of you because they want you to shoot the ball. So I think Zion would get a lot of uncontested jump shots because the quickness, the athleticism, the leaping ability, just all that combined in one, and the power. I mean, I cannot – you guys are complaining. The power that this young man has is going to be something that translate right away to the NBA, in my opinion. I do think Zion is worthy of the number 1 pick. The Pelicans props to you. You guys secured the number one pick. That's why I like the NBA lottery. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the NFL or NHL or MLB when the worst team goes for the first pick and get the best player. No, 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 no. In the NBA, man, you can tank, you can lose all you want to. It does not guarantee you the first pick. And big ups to the Pelicans. They got the first pick in Zion. And I do believe with the acquisition of Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, will be good for Lonzo. Now, one thing that I do see with the Pelicans that could probably impede his progression or growth is they're gonna have to figure out something with Julius Randle. He picked up he declined. Did he decline it? I know he's on the contract for like one more year, so they're gonna have to decide if they want to go in the direction of both guys having equal playing time, or really put Zion out there on the floor and let him bring all the excitement and all the attention to him. Because there's going to be make no mistake about it, there's going to be a lot of attention on Zion. So it's going to be, man, it's a lot of hype around him too. So he's going to have to live up to the hype and live up to the pressure. One thing that I do think, Zion is level headed. He seems like he's not full of himself, and he's gonna go out there and compete at the highest level. So I think with the first pick overall, no surprise to anybody, Zion Williamson will be coming off the board. Now let's move on. Let's move on to that second pick. Let me see what that second pick is. What I do with that second pick? Let me see. That ain't no, that ain't him. That ain't him. Nope. 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 Uh. 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 There you go. There you go. Number 2 overall out of Murray State, Ja Morant. Ja Morant. I came across Ja Morant earlier this year, man. I really didn't know much about him going into the season, but he's really, really, really showed me that he he can be a complete point guard. He has a good shot, has great athleticism. He's long. He can get to his spots on the floor. I was watching First Take today, and Max Kellerman brought up D'Angelo Russell, and I thought that was spot on. But he's a little bit more athletic than D'Angelo Russell, and that's what Max was alluding to. He has that ability in my mind to find the open guy, to have put the ball on a dime and create for himself as well create for others. Coming off the tournament, man, he had a game where the stat line was just filled up, man. I was just like, man, they are asking this guy a lot, you know what I'm saying, this tournament to do all this for them to win. So it was no surprise to me when they got beat in the second or third round, because they were just asking them to do too much, you know what I'm saying? And some of his players wasn't knocking down the shots they were in the first game. But that does not take away from Ja Morant, man. Like I said, he's a do-it-all combo guard, can score, can find the open guy, can get to the bucket. Pretty much, man. If Zion wasn't in this draft, he'll make a hard case for number one. And I do think that Memphis Grizzlies will appreciate this young man and really bring him in. Now, again, similar with Zion, they have somebody already there, an all-star in that position, well, a former all-star in that position, Mike Conley. So do they keep Mike Conley, or do they let Mike Conley go and try to trade him? As a matter of fact, today the news just broke. I was watching ESPN on First Take, and Mike Conley was traded to the Utah Jazz, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he was traded to the Utah Jazz. So Mike Conley is gone. So the keys to the kingdom will be given to Ja Morant, and I think that's a good look, man, for him. He's gonna be able to go out there and really put his imprint on the Memphis Grizzlies at an early stage in his career. And I do think that he will be a serviceable NBA guard. I don't want to go too far and say he's an all-star, because the West is deep, man. We all know the West is one of those conferences where they are stacked with guards and stacked with a lot of guard talent. So he's going to be an all-star later on in his career, but right now, first 2-3 years of his career, I don't think he'll make the all-star team, but he'll be a damn good player and emerging talent in the NBA. Moving on to pick number 3, we have R.J. Barrett. R.J. Barrett out of Duke the Canadian lefty. And y'all see the title, man. To me, he's a baller, bro. He can hoop, bro. I was watching RJ Barrett this year, and for a slight period of time, people were thinking that RJ might be better than Zion. But Zion showed you why he is the number one pick. It came on strong in the end of the year. RJ Barrett kind of tipped off a little bit, but he did have some good games in the NCAA tournament. He's definitely one of those guys that you got to look out for. He reminds me kind of James Harden, but he's a little bit taller and the way he gets to the bucket, he gets to the bucket pretty much anytime he wants. Finishes well with the left hand. One thing that I have to say that maybe is a detriment to him is maybe he's just too much handed oriented because he goes to the left quite a bit. He always seems to get back to the left hand and try to finish with the left hand. So maybe hopefully he can start to work on that right hand. But make no mistake about it, man. The New York Knicks. I see. If I was the Knicks, I'd be happy to be picking at number 3 because can't really get mad at them for falling to number 3 and having to pick there because they have uh they are in the lottery. So let Zion go, let John Moran go, and you just get the best available player. And I think RJ Barrett is that. I think RJ Barrett might be the one of the 4 or 5, in my opinion, all-star level kind of players in this draft. So RJ Barrett, New York Knicks, damn good pick. I think that they will definitely uh utilize RJ Barrett in the right way, especially with coach from Atlanta. I forget his name. His name's slipping right now, but former coach in Atlanta. Moving on to number 4, the Los Angeles Lakers, which they traded their pick to who? The New Orleans Pelicans for Anthony Davis. So that pick was in the Anthony Davis trade. And I'm looking at the 4th prospect, and I'm gonna go with Culliver out of Texas Tech. I like this kid, man. He's tall, he's long, can play both sides of the floor. I mean, uh, kind of an unknown, but definitely has the the physical tools to be a good player at the next level. Give me 1 second, man. I'm trying to find something on this guy right quick. Uh, damn it, man. I had that shit up and then I can't have it up, man. Man. Y'all know. Jared Culliver, man. Yeah, man. Culver. My bad. I've been saying Culliver like all this time. His name is Culver. But yeah, man, the kid is definitely has the body of an NBA player, you know what I'm saying? He's tall, long, um, good combo guard. Needs to probably gain a little bit more of the weight, but he did come back this year and really improve improve his status, man, among the draft because he definitely became the Big 12, Big 10 player of the year. So I mean, I don't I haven't seen that much of him, you know what I'm saying? But definitely if you're looking at the Pelicans and like what do you need? Definitely need a Jared Culver type. You know what I'm saying? Zone, like I said, can play possibly the 2 or 3. Versatile. Just got to get maybe a little bit better on his jump shot. You know what I'm saying? Only shot like 34% from 3 this year. So gotta improve that. But I think spending time in the gym and being around guys like Drew Holiday and Coach Alvin Gentry, they're definitely gonna get him right. So I think Jared can be a good role player in this NBA, but I don't know about an all-star level kind of guy quite yet. You know what I'm saying? Not. I gotta see how he improves next year. I can't just put him as an all-star level kind of guy yet, but I do think he'll be a good serviceable wing in the NBA. I think his ceiling possibly could be like maybe I wouldn't say his ceiling. You know what I'm saying? I think his ceiling could be possibly like a Jimmy Butler kind of type, somebody who improves and improves over the year. And I think his floor could possibly be like a Danny Green. You know what I'm saying? Become a specialist, become a good defender, and really be a valuable part of uh of the uh of the team. Number 5, we have the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cleveland Cavaliers. And I was thinking about the guy from Vanderbilt. I thought about him like, man, they drafted Sexton last year. Do they really need a point guard, even though he's a damn good point guard? I think the Cavaliers would go with no other than Cam Reddish out of Duke. A 3-point marksman, can knock the shot down when he's open, can get to the bucket. This year he had to play with Zion and RJ Barrett, so that took a little bit away from him. But Cam is, in my opinion, he's undervalued in this draft. I think Cam will be is going to be a damn good NBA player, maybe even fringe level All Star. Um, Once he goes to a team and they recognize the ability that Cam has as far as shooting the ball and putting the ball on the ground, I think the sky's the limit for Cam, man. I really like Cam as a prospect, and I really think that he can really make an impact on the team right away with his shooting. You know what I'm saying? Because the guy is a 6'7", 6'8", and he's a knockdown shooter. I mean, I cannot stress to you what how valuable knockdown shooting is in today's NBA. So I definitely think Cam Reddish will be the 5th pick by the Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't think they will go with the guy from Texas Tech, saying that they drafted Sexton last year. I think they're going in the right direction by the rebuilding process, and I think Cam Reddish will be a great addition to that team. Moving on to the 6th pick. Yes, sir. Moving on to that 6th pick, the Phoenix Suns. One thing the Phoenix Suns need, man, they need a point guard. They need a floor general. They need a guy who can knock down the shot, a guy who can pass off the dribble, shoot off the dribble, a guy who can make his own shot and find shots for his teammates. And that guy, in my opinion, for them would be Darius Garland out of Vanderbilt. I really like this kid, man. I really like the knockdown shooting ability that he has. To be honest with you, man, he's a knockdown. Like, to be a guard like that kind of guard, like 6'3" ish. You know what I'm saying? Kind of smaller guard. He can knock it down. Do not, and I repeat, do not go under screens when he's got the ball in his hand. You got to be on his hip at all times. But I do think Darius Garland with Booker and the guy from, what's the guy's name from fucking Duke? I forget his name. No, not from Kansas. From Kansas with the fro, man. Damn it. I forget his name, but he's a damn good wing too. His name will come back to me. And then you have the DeAndre Ayton, you know what I'm saying, from last year's first pick overall. So I think Garland will be a tremendous fit for that team. Uh Not quite sure how long Booker is gonna be want to stay around with all this rebuilding and all this young talent that he sees coming in. So there'll be something for the Suns to discuss. Maybe possibly trading Booker and getting and getting a little bit higher in that draft. You know what I'm saying? Could possibly trade Booker. In my opinion, you could trade Booker to the Knicks, pick up the Knicks pick at 3, get RJ Barrett, and then get another guy like Darius Garland, and then you got a real young nucleus that that would be a formidable potential team in the future. You know what I'm saying? If all those guys panned out, you know what I'm saying? So I think Darius Garland will be the number 6 pick going to the Phoenix Suns. Just stay away from that cold nacho cheese, man. You know we don't want that nacho cheese shit. The Chicago Bulls. What do the Chicago Bulls need? Man, look here, man. The Bulls to me are like just like one superstar away from getting that talented guy. But looking at the draft, looking at, you know what I'm saying, the talent that's left over, I think the Chicago Bulls will probably, I don't want to say take a risk, but I think they might possibly go out and get I want to say him. I want to say him, but I'm just thinking that the Bulls want somebody that they can pair with Zach Levine on the defensive end, and I think this guy right here, uh, fucking DeAndre Hunter. Hunter, yeah, I know the last name is Hunter. DeAndre Hunter. I think he is NBA ready defender that can slide in well. He's been to Virginia for 3 years, so he's definitely one of those seasons, not one and done kind of players, a player that developed over the years and really got good and positioned himself to be a lottery pick. I think that him with marketing up front. Also, you have Zach Levine. Then you have the Bulls just got a young nucleus, man. And I think he will be a damn good asset for their nucleus. And like I said, NBA ready defender, you know what I'm saying? Take the toughest challenges, you know what I'm saying? Has a NBA style body right now. It's pretty big, you know what I'm saying? Not frail. So I definitely think that he could be a viable pick for the Bulls at that number 7 option. Going to Atlanta Hawks, man. Hawks need a lot of shit, man. Hawks need a lot of shit, man. Oh man, see, the Hawks. You look at them, and I'm thinking the Hawks might roll the dice. You know what I'm saying? Hawks might roll the dice on a player, in my opinion. To be honest with you, Hawks might take him, man. He's not a bad guy to take a number 8. Oh my God's name. I'm so bad with fucking names, man. It's period. It's bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm horrible with names. Yeah. Big ups to everybody out there in the chat, man. Showing me love, man. I appreciate y'all being there. You know what I'm saying? Jeffro, Eric Garcia, Fighter IQ, Stanley Bailey, Chevin, H Money, everybody out there in the chat, man, showing me love, bro. I do appreciate y'all joining me, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, back to what I was saying about this Texas guy, man. I was going through his Jackson. I was going through his highlights, man. Jackson Hayes is a fucking prospect that should be getting a lot more talk, man. He's so, bro. In this day and age, you need a big man like him. You need a big man who's uh shit about 6'10", 6'11", you know what I'm saying? Run the floor, blocks shots, plays defense, and dunks everything around the rim. Finishes around the rim very well. Also gets to the front of the rim exception. You know what I'm saying? He goes down there, sticks his head down there, calls for the ball, and really can finish down there too. So I think Jackson Hayes for the Atlanta Hawks will be a damn good pick. And I think Atlanta is going in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? They got the guy Trey Young last year who had a good rookie year. And yeah, man, I think the Atlanta Hawks will end up getting Jackson Hayes. Looking at the Washington Wizards, man. Washington Wizards, man, they need a point guard. They need a point guard. You don't know how John Wall's gonna come back from injury. He's gonna be out all this year, you know what I'm saying? So gonna need a guy that gets to the bucket, you know what I'm saying, when he needs to. So he's a good shooter who is a good playmaker, but not necessarily a good good finisher. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the finish, like he's not that good at finishing around the rim. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do think that they definitely need a point guard this year, and this guy, in my opinion, would be the best fit for him. And I'm talking about Kobe White. Kobe White out of North Carolina went to Greenfield. Man, the guy can score the ball. You know what I'm saying? I think he's the all-time leading scorer in North Carolina history. You know what I'm saying? Puts the ball in the hole, has a damn good jump shot, nice pull-up game. The only thing that I do see from his game that I do not like is the inability to finish in traffic. Sometimes, especially in this NBA, you know, so you might have to finish with a guy chasing you down or coming out from the side on help defense. So I think he has to finish in traffic a little bit better, but Kobe White, man, I definitely think he is a good point guard, and I think that the Washington Wizards won't let him surpass them at the number 8 pick, number 9 pick. What pick am I? Let me see. That would be the number 9 pick. All right, and back to back again. Atlanta's back in that thing, man. And if I was Atlanta, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it, man. I would roll the dice. I know you guys like, man, roll the dice on who? Bowl, Bowl, Manute Bowl's son. I watched this kid, man. In my opinion, he is a top 5 talent in the draft. Like I don't, you, I don't care who you are or what you are. Like he should be mentioned, in my opinion, top 3, top 4 pick because he is 7'3". He can shoot the three. He has a beautiful touch from three. Like he has a beautiful touch from three. Can handle the basketball. I'm not making this not no creative player. He's 7'3". He has a three. Can handle the ball, run the court. The only thing that people are thinking about is his motor and his frail size. You know what I'm saying? He's very frail. He only weighs like 200 pounds less than I checked. He lost like 22 pounds this season because he was injured. But I'm telling you, man, ball, man. In my opinion, he's definitely worth the risk in the lottery. And I'll be surprised if team pass him just because he's 7'3", can block shots, has agility, can leap. You know what I'm saying? Not leap, but can finish around the rim because of his 7'3" frame. So I think the Atlanta Hawks may possibly roll the dice and take a number 3, or take ball with the number 10 pick, the pick that they got from Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Minnesota. Minnesota. Who does Minnesota need? They need like a solid wing. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, they need a solid wing that's gonna really, really help them out. I think Minnesota will also roll the dice and go with a guy who was highly touted coming out of high school. You know what I'm saying? Highly touted. Uh, thought he might give Zion a run for the number 1 pick, and that's Nazir Little out of North Carolina. Nazir Little, that man. Let's just be real. Nazir is a explosive, and I mean explosive kind of athlete. Kind of reminds me of a Jalen Brown kind of type. Can really jump, really get out there and run the floor. Has a good neck for finding the ball and putting the ball in the hole. Did have a not a great year at North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? There were spots where you question how this guy's is a lottery pick, but there was also spots when you see him on the court and you just like, damn, okay, I see what people are talking about. Had a great McDonald's All American game, and many people thought that was going to propel him into his college career, in his college career, but it didn't. You know what I'm saying? As sometimes young kids do, they have hiccups in the progression, and he's no different. I do think he's still a lottery pick. Like I said, he's an explosive athlete. Has to work on his jump shot a little bit, but and man, he's in my opinion, he's NBA ready too to contribute to a team. Maybe not on the offensive end, but certainly on the defensive end. You can definitely get all you can out of him on defense. You know what I'm saying? Make him understand that by getting on this court, you will have to play defense for us. So with that pick is from Minnesota, and I think Minnesota might roll the dice and absolutely take this guy with the number 11 pick. Number 12, man, you're looking at Charlotte. Charlotte, what does Charlotte need? In my opinion, Charlotte needs a big man, and the most steady big man right now, probably gonna find that's left on this board that I have not said his name, would either be PJ Washington out of Kentucky. I do like PJ Washington, you know what I'm saying? He really came back this year and really transformed his body, you know what I'm saying? If you take a side by side picture of him in his freshman year and his sophomore year, does not look like the same guy. Definitely a low post threat, can put the ball in the hole down there, has a variety of post moves, has a nice jump hook, very, very physical, and can hit free throws. But if you're thinking of somebody who's a little bit more proven, a little bit more seasoned on this game, can also go with damn, what's the guy's name out of Gonzaga? I don't wanna fuck his name up. Let me get the pronunciation right. Uh Let me get his pronunciation of his name right. You know what I'm saying? And I will give y'all guys his name. Yeah, but he's a good talent. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely a good talent. He's a mix. You know what I'm saying? Biracial. I believe he's Asian and something else. Rua Hashimura. Hashimura. Rua Hashimura. I think I've seen him play. I've seen him play earlier this year. I guess Duke. You know what I'm saying? When they beat Duke, he's definitely a serviceable guy. I don't see I don't see him like being a crossover kind of like talent. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll get to the NBA and he might be a good six man. You know what I'm saying? Come off the bench, but I haven't really seen anything in this game that really jumps out at me. And in my opinion, with that pick, Charlotte got to be looking at him or PJ Washington with that pick. They need some help on the inside. I think their guards are good for right now. We got to see how Malik Monk is going to progress, and will they give him some more freedom on the offensive end? It's kind of hard playing with Kimball. You know what I'm saying? Kimball takes a lot of the shots. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the ball handling. So for a young player, it might be tough for him to fit in. Going on to the Miami Heat with the next up. I think the Miami Heat will look at somebody like what's my guy's name, man? And this is a damn shame, but because he's one of my favorite in the draft. You know what I'm saying? My bad. Yeah, I'm forgetting my guy's name, Richardson. What's the guy's name, man? Damn it. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Yes, sir. I got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Do I got it? Kendon Johnson. Kendon Keldon Johnson. I think Keldon, man, is a damn good player. Don't see him being an all-star on the next level, but I think he would be a damn good defender. I think if he looks like a person like a Bruce Bowen or a person like a Ruben Patterson. I'm sure my age now, but Tony Allen, even Meta World Peace, somebody who goes out there who's a 3 and D kind of guy, plays defense and can knock down open three. I think he could be that for a team if he accepts that role. So I do think Keldon can contribute to a team, but as far as being an All Star, I don't think he's on that All Star level quite yet. And rounding out the number 14 pick from the Boston Celtics, I do believe that they would take the number one international player. I'm even not going to try to say his name, but he played over. Damn it, I can't even say his name. Played over in Europe. You know what I'm saying? He's a good rebounder, good defender. I don't. His scoring has to come along, but his length, his wingspan, and the way he can run the court, I do think that he's going to be helpful for the Boston Celtics if they were to take him. Let me get his name real quick. Let me get his name real quick. His name is damn I cannot boy Siaku Dumbaye. Siakum Dubaye. Siakum Dubaye might be still in the draft. Some are saying. Um, I just didn't see it when I was doing my my review on him. He's a French-born basketball player. Plays for Lamo GCSP of the LMB Pro A. Okay. Plays small forward and power forward. 231. You know what I'm saying? He might be serviceable, but I just don't see him being that that big time player. You know what I'm saying? Uh, uh, got a 6'11" wingspan, has athleticism. I told you he can run the floor very good, very bouncy. When they started saying he's a good teammate and all that shit, that's when they get done with his with the shit that he can do on the court. So he'll be a good pickup for Boston. You know what I'm saying? Fit right into that system. They might need somebody since that Al Horford is not going to re-sign with him. But Siakam, we got to see how it develops. You know what I'm saying? I think we got spoiled last year with our guy from Dallas that made a big splash in the NBA this year. And I forget his name too, man. I'm bad with fucking names, but that guy in Dallas, y'all know what I'm talking about. He is a stone cold killer. And I'm ready to see what his progression like next year. They were trying to trade all the players and get bad, but he was so good that shit they were still winning. So big ups to my guy down in Dallas, man. Let me see what my guy's name is, man. Because I don't want to just say his name, you know what I'm saying, not give him, or say the team and not give him my man his proper goddamn respect, you know what I'm saying? God, that boy is a bad boy. Bad boy, man. Let me see. Luka Doncic. Y'all know it, man. Luka Doncic, man. That motherfucker right there. I'm telling you, that step back three is a motherfucker, man. He really surprised me this past year. I didn't think he was going to be that good. But we have seen the European players coming over get better and better. He's teamed up with Kristaps Porzingis right now, and they're going to looking to make a big splash in the West next year. So we'll see how that turns out for them. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and open up the phone line, you know what I'm saying? Get the phone line popping for anybody who wants to call in. Let me go ahead and open it up. All right. Only thing you got to do to be a part of the conversation is add Michael Gross on Skype. Add Michael Gross on Skype, and you can be a part of the conversation. If not, I'm about to go ahead and bounce out, man. This has been my draft preview show. Hope you guys have liked it. Hopefully you guys have got some insight onto some players maybe you didn't already know. But yeah, man, I think that this draft is going to be one to remember. I think Zion is a damn good player. I think Cam Reddish is going to be one of those players that we look back at the draft say he should have went higher. I think Bo Ball is going to be one of the players that we look back at this draft said he should have went higher. I think John Morant is a damn good player. RJ Barrett. I think all these guys will have damn good years next year. If you want to be part of the conversation, the only thing you have to do is add Michael Gross on Skype. I just added my Skype information to the chat. So if you want to be a part of the conversation, add me on Skype. If not, I'm about to go ahead and drop that theme music and get the fuck up out of here, man. Catch me tomorrow night. I will be having a post-draft show tomorrow night. If I can, I might try to stick in a live draft show too. So yeah, man. Until next time, I'm out this bitch. Peace out. And drop my goddamn theme music, man. Y'all know what it is. Yes, sir. I don't get tired.
Get tired. Come up through the struggle, not too many get to tell. Got up and shook it off every time we ever fail. Why do we fall? So we can learn to pick ourselves back up. Transportation make you happy when your life a living hell. Sirens jump behind us praying we don't go to jail. When the skimp, 2 attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and missed, 2 to stand over. Turn up! Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram, I might be at 1 million. And I'm in. You out your mind, I'm out mine, better not flinch.